Good morning or afternoon, Miss Mason. Today I'll be explaining why I feel the flag representing Australia needs to be changed. I feel the Australian flag needs to be changed as it isn't unique, doesn't represent Australia for the continent it is today, and it is outdated. Have you noticed that the Australian flag and the New Zealand flag are almost identical? The Australian flag isn't unique to the world. The flag today represents more of the connection it has to inland and its positioning on planet Earth. It needs to represent Australia by indicating what makes it unique. The colors and symbols on flags show why the country, state, and continent is unique. For example, the Canadian maple is represented in white on the Canadian flag. White represents something pure, fresh, clean, and good. Clean, good, and the maple, indicating that Canada is proud of the maple leaf from which maple syrup is made. The American flag with the 50 stars, one for each of the 50 states. Blue represents creativity and intelligence. Red, the danger, and white symbolizing goodness, cleanliness, freshness, and pureness. America feels that each state should be represented by a star for their own uniqueness. Neither of these examples have a representation for their founders, Spain, which means they are proud to be their own continent. Australia needs to be proud of the continent it is today by symbolizing what makes them unique. The colors I feel represent Australia are green, represents pureness, growth, health, money, fertility, and safety. Orange represents fire, sun, fun, warmth, and tropical images. Blue, a calming color, it represents creativity and intelligence. Yellow represents youth, fun, happiness, and sunshine. White, pure, clean, fresh, and goodness. And red, the danger. The symbols are also important. They show what makes a state or continent unique. Here are the ones I have chosen out of 30-plus national Australian symbols. The opal is a natural gemstone of Australia. It helps to overcome those things you do to yourself that are harmful. The rainbow serpent is an important part of the beliefs and culture of the Western Arnhem Land people. It is associated with ceremonies about fertility and abundance, as well as organization of the community and keeping of peace. Uluru, most commonly known as Ayers Rock, which is located in the middle of Australia, hence why I've positioned it in the middle of my flag. Uluru is sacred to the Anangu, the Aboriginal peoples of the area, and is a well-known figure around the world. Boomerang is a throwing tool used by the Indigenous Australians for hunting, sporting, and entertainment. The boxing kangaroo is a national symbol of Australia, most often seen at sporting events such as cricket, tennis, basketball, and soccer matches. It is considered Australia's sporting flag. Dot painting. Starting out with rocks, leaves, sand, seeds, anything else that nature had, the Aboriginal peoples told stories, legends, and myths this way, but it had to be learned instantly, for it never lasted long. It only became a dot painting in the 1970s when Geoffrey Barton helped the Papunya people to transfer their sand painting onto canvas. The Australian coat of arms, also known as the Commonwealth coat of arms, it signifies Commonwealth ownership and authority. Simpson and his donkey. Simpson served as a stretcher bearer with the Anzacs during the Gallipoli campaign in World War I. He obtained a donkey on the 25th of April, 1915, after landing at Anzac Cove. He began carrying wounded soldiers from the front line to the beach. The slouch hat is a military uniform that survived the 18th century and is worn by many different nations. Wattle was formally adopted by Australia in 1988 and symbolizes the first day of spring. The Eureka flag was first used as a war flag of the Eureka Rebellion, 13th of December, 1854, in Ballarat, Victoria, Australia. It is a symbol of democracy and nationalism and is unique to Australia. Last but certainly not least, the Southern Cross is a constellation that can only be seen in the Southern Hemisphere. Although it isn't unique to Australia, as it is also on the New Zealand flag, I still feel it belongs on the flag, as it is not seen in most parts of the world. The colors and symbols listed above, I feel, represent Australia more than the current flag. The symbols above are actually the top 12 symbols representing Australia, which is why I chose to put them on my flag. Thank you for the time and enjoy the rest of your day.